What's up, my friends? Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a what I ate today video. This is my current customized diet approach, and as many of you guys know, my diet is grown through the years and refined through the years. So I think for those of you who are skin health focused people watching this video, or carnivore diet people, or animal-based diet people watching this video, do understand that the customization process and the personalization process of your diet is of the utmost importance. So everything that I'm eating in this video may not exactly work perfectly for you, but it also might work perfectly for you. You've got to find out for yourself. What I'm going to be focusing on in today's video is, obviously it's going to be animal-based, but I want to show you guys a moderate carb intake day and how you can easily add healthy carbohydrates to an animal-based or a carnivore-ish style diet and maybe take it to the next level for yourself. I personally like to do some type of cyclical carb cycling. So my carbs are not set year-round. I do move them around based on different things. If you'd like more on that topic, leave a comment down below. If you want to hear about how I do my cyclical carb cycling, comment below. I'm also going to cover my macros, my calorie intake, and the grams of each fat, carbs, and protein that I'm having in today's meal. That'll be at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned if you're interested for those types of nuanced numbers. All right, so meal number one was a super basic meal. It was a nice fillet of smoked salmon. It was one Honeycrisp apple chopped up, and it was a little block of liverwurst that has kidney, that has liver, and that has heart inside of it, all from grass-fed pastured animals, a little bit of pork, a little bit of beef. I get it at the local butcher. It is absolutely bomb. Now, here's where to take a look as far as the carb intake, and as you can see, I'm eating one apple, which is not a ton of carbs, but for me, that one single apple just gives my carbohydrate a little bump. It gives me a little sugar, it gives me a little mouthfeel, it gives me a little palatability, it gives me a little crunch, and it makes my meal very enjoyable. And that was it for meal one. Meal one came at around 10 o'clock in the morning after a little bit of a workout and some computer work and some client work. So that was meal number one. So meal number two is going to consist of, or did consist of rather, 2 apples, both of them are Honeycrisp, chopped up, a little chunk of raw goat cheese, and another salmon fillet. I was feeling like fish today, and at the local grocery store they have wild caught smoked salmon that doesn't have any type of crazy spices on it. It's absolutely delicious and it really hits the spot for me. Now here's where to kind of take a look again. The apples are obviously a carb source, but a lot of people don't realize this, is that that little block of cheese, although it wasn't huge and wasn't a significant portion of my daily calories, does have carbohydrates in it. Cheese has carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And that's a sneaky way I get in a little extra carbohydrates here and there, is by using cheese. It's still from an animal source, it's still nutrient dense, it still is a skin safe and digestion, gut health safe food for myself. And so I really, really love to eat cheese. Here's the only problem and the caveat with cheese for me. I can easily, because it tastes so damn good, want to eat a whole block of cheese at a time. And for some reason, cheese doesn't really fill me up. So if I'm trying to keep my carbohydrate intake under control and try to keep my cheese intake under control, I do like to pair it with apples, because for some reason that takes away the cravings for more cheese for me personally. The lunch that I had it around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was extremely enjoyable. That's one of my most favorite meals. Cheese, apples, and salmon. You really can't beat it. So let's move on to meal three, and this was my final meal of the day. I had this one a little bit later than I normally eat dinner, and I had a super busy day and I was out and about, so I decided to give myself a little treat, and I did 16 ounces of Wagyu with a little bit of butter, some salt, and some pepper. And this Wagyu, obviously there's no carbohydrate intake at all for dinner, so I front loaded my carbs in the morning and in the afternoon. I'll get to that in a second why I do that. But the Wagyu, for me, 16 ounces is a ton of perfect food. I go to a restaurant where they prepare it just the way I like it, with no crazy stuff on it, and that was dinner. Now for me personally, the reason why my carbohydrates went into my first 2 meals is because I like to time my carbohydrates around my heaviest workout. So I had a little workout in the morning, more of a movement session if you will, and then I had my first set of carbohydrates for breakfast. Then in between breakfast and lunch, I had my big workout of the day, which was about a 2.5 hour, pretty slamming workout. It was a full body workout. I did some cardio, I did some high intensity interval training, and having the carbs directly after really helps me recover, really helps me get calories into my system, and actually helps me hold on to muscle and gain muscle really easily. I also think it has some hormonal advantages compared to just eating fat and protein directly after your workouts. So that's why I time my carbohydrates in that way. Let's take a look at what my overall calories and my overall macro percentages and my overall grams of fat, protein, and carbs look like for the entire day. So first off, my calories were 3,365, which is about average for me. I burn around 4,000 calories a day, so with 3,000 calories plus, I stay pretty lean, I don't gain any fat, and I really couldn't eat any more food if I wanted to throughout the day. I was completely satisfied, completely satiated. Okay, so let's take a look at my macro breakdown and the grams that I took in for the day. So first off, my protein intake was pretty high. It was 33% of my total diet, and it made up of 265 grams of protein, which is pretty darn high for me. When you eat that much Wagyu steak at the end of the day, your protein is just shooting through the roof. So 33% of my total calories were protein and 265 grams of protein. Moving on to my carbs, and this is where people will have some questions. And for me, I generally keep my carbs at around 100 or less. When I'm around 100, that is what I consider for me a moderate carb day. I sometimes do go higher, which I didn't in this video. My grams of carbs for the day were at 99, so just under 100, and the percentage of my total diet from carbs was 11%, so pretty darn low. Moving on to fat. Now fat made up the biggest caloric source of my food for the day. It made up 56% of my total calories, and there was 210 total grams of fat in today's diet. So again, we had 33% protein, 11% carbs, and 56% fat. My grams of carbs were under 100, my grams of protein were well over 200, and my grams of fat were over 200 as well. So it was a pretty good day of eating. Calories were well over 3,000, and this is how I basically add carbs in a very simple way to an animal-based diet. Now you can for sure, 100%, bump up the carbs on some days to about 150, some days even 200, if you do it right from the right sources. And again, if you're interested in a cyclical carb cycling video, please comment down below. I might shoot it and really let you guys know how I diversify my carbs and when I bring them high and when I keep them low and why. So I will be willing to shoot that video for you guys if you want. Also, I'd love to hear from you in terms of these What I Ate Today videos. I think they're super beneficial. I obviously put them out pretty often. What are you guys looking for in the What I Ate Today videos? What would you like to see? What would you like me to focus on? Comment below, and I'd love to specialize these videos. I make them for you anyway, so I might as well get some input from you and do what you guys need. And that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Remember to leave your comments and questions down below. Hit the like button if you really did enjoy it. If you didn't, I'm so sorry. I'll do better next time. Also, remember to turn on your notifications. I've been getting a lot of emails saying, hey, YouTube turned off my notifications. I didn't even know, and I finally turned them on, and I saw that you've been posting videos constantly. So if you want to stay updated on new videos, make sure you hit the notification bell and keep your updates on. Also, for those of you who are new to this channel, or for those of you who are looking for the solution to your skin health issues, I have 1,000 videos. Go and watch them and have fun with them. For those of you who are looking to get a hold of me to become one of my private one-on-one coaching clients for your skin health and your gut health and for gaining muscle and losing fat, all of the above, there is all my offerings down in the description box. Consultation, the 3 Phases Workbook, and Eczema, which is by far my favorite skin health focused probiotic. You can click the link and grab you some in the description box. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Peace.